Hi everyone, I'm going to alter this box right here. I bought it at a thrift store for $3.99 on a half off day, so it was $2. I'm going to use the new Midnight Spell Stack from Die Cuts with a View. Really cute paper. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty cute. Okay, so the first thing that I do is take off all the hardware. It's an extra step, but it makes it easier in the long run. So, I've already started with this one. So after that, I'm going to take my sanding block and just rust up all the edges so that the paint sticks to it, because it's probably pretty smooth. So I'm going to finish doing this, and then I'll come back with the next step. Okay, so I finished sanding down the rough edges and preparing the surface for the paint and the paper, and now I'm just going to take some acrylic paint and paint just the edges where the paper might not meet up. And it'll probably take 2 coats, but I don't have to paint the whole thing, just a little up each side, because the rest will be covered with paper. So you want to do all the edges. And then all the inside parts where it won't be covered with paper. So you want to paint all of this, and then where the hinges go, just cover that up so it looks nice and finished when you're done. Alright, so I'm going to put 2 coats on all the edges, and I'll be back for the next section. Okay, so I finished the base coat in orange, put some crackle finish over the top of that. After that got tacky, I put the black paint on, let it crackle just on the sides, because they would be kind of hard to do in paper. Then I traced all of the box sides onto this piece of paper and made templates out of them, and now I'm going to cut them out. Okay, I'm ready to start putting the paper on. Sometimes I use Elmer's rubber cement. You put it on the box and then also on the part of the paper that you're going to stick down, and then put them together. But I just bought this the other day and I thought I'd try it out. It's by Beacon, and it's called Fast Finish Decoupage, and it's really juicy. So it seems to be working pretty good. So I'm just gonna put it all over the side. It smells kind of gross. It says to use a bristle brush, and it makes less bubbles, but I don't have one, so I'll have to do that next time. Okay, so I match up the straight edge of my paper with the straight edge of the box, because I know that it's straight. And then smooth it down with your hands, or you can use a brayer if you have one. Just make sure you get all of the bubbles out. I like my hand better. Okay, so I already did this one, and as you can see, it's, when I made the pattern, it's a little bit bigger, but I'm going to use my sanding block after it's dry and smooth down all the edges. So we'll do that part next after this dries. Okay, so the paper is dry now, so I'm going to take my sanding block and just go in a downward motion all the way around the edges until it comes off where the paper's not stuck down. If you want, you can invest in one of these little tools. I got this at Harbor Freight. It was like $6, I think. Really inexpensive. Came with all kinds of attachments for here, and it's loud, so, but I'll go ahead and use it just so you can see it work. It does this part really fast, so. So then you can just pick this part off. This also works really good for making the edges of your paper distressed, like a Distress-It-All or whatever the name of that tool is. This works the same way, and it'll do like 10 pages at once, and you just go along the edges of the paper, and it works great for distressing. So I'm going to finish this part, and we'll come back. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is ink all the edges, just to make it look more finished. Get rid of all the white paper edges. I've already done all the other ones. Okay, so that's finished. And then the next thing to do is to go over it again with the decoupage. You just want to brush an even coat over. Make sure you don't get any drips like that. And if you don't want the ink marks to show, like mine are kind of smearing across, you probably want the ink to dry all the way first. Okay. Make sure you get all the edges, seal it all up. Let this dry, and then go back and coat it all again. So I will be back to do the lid as soon as I'm finished with that. Okay, I got the box finished. Put all the hardware back on. Here's how it turned out. Here's the paper I chose for the top. On the side, the crackle paint on the top up here. Here's the back. And the other side. And back to the front. So it's all finished. All that's left is the embellishments. I put several coats of the Mod Podge stuff, the decoupage finish on the top. It's nice and shiny. So we'll get the embellishments put together, and we'll do that next. I just finished my box, and this is how it turned out. I put some Recollections black pearls over here, a spider from an old necklace, a dollar store skeleton, and just some various flowers, some primas, and this one I glimmer misted black, some Recollections flowers, guinea hen feathers, and then on the front, this is a K & Company adhesive border in a little fence style. So there's my completed box. I can't wait to see what everybody else turns in. Bye.